WD-40. It's that little blue and yellow can that almost everyone has in their garage. Most people think it's just a lubricant or a squeaky hinge fix. But the truth is, this tiny can is like liquid gold for your car. Today, I'll show you 10 genius WD-40 tricks that can save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars in car repairs. Trust me, after watching this video, you'll never look at WD-40 the same way again. 1. Prevents rust before it starts. Rust is one of the biggest car killers. Once it spreads, repairs can cost thousands. WD-40 is designed to penetrate and displace water, which means it creates a protective barrier against moisture and salt. Spray it on exposed metal parts, undercarriage components, or even battery terminals, and you'll stop rust before it even forms. For those living in snowy or coastal areas where salt eats away at cars, this trick alone can save you from premature body damage and costly replacements. Mechanics often charge $500 plus for rust treatment, but a $5 can of WD-40 can prevent it. Always reapply every few months for maximum protection. Stick around, because in a moment, I'll reveal how WD-40 can even bring dead-looking headlights back to life. 2. Restores foggy headlights. Headlight replacement can cost anywhere from $300 to $1,000 for modern cars. But before you spend that money, grab your WD-40. Spray it generously on a foggy or yellowed headlight, wipe it with a clean cloth, and you'll notice an instant improvement in clarity. The WD-40 removes surface grime, fills in tiny scratches, and creates a water-repellent film that lasts for weeks. While this isn't a permanent fix like sanding or a restoration kit, it's a fast, cheap way to improve nighttime visibility and avoid unsafe driving conditions. Plus, it makes your car look newer instantly. Imagine saving $800 just with a spray can. That's WD-40 magic. But headlights aren't the only thing. Next, I'll show you how it can keep your engine bay looking brand new. 3. Cleans and protects the engine bay. Over time, grease, dirt, and road grime build up in your engine bay, making it look terrible and even causing corrosion. Professional detailing for an engine bay can cost $150 to $300. WD-40 works as both a cleaner and a protectant. Spray it lightly on plastic covers, hoses, and metal parts, then wipe with a microfiber cloth. It dissolves grease, restores shine, and leaves behind a protective layer that resists dust and moisture. Best part? It won't harm rubber or plastics when used properly. A clean engine bay not only looks great, but also helps mechanics spot leaks or issues early, saving you repair headaches. And speaking of rubber, WD-40 has another hidden trick that can save you from replacing expensive weather seals. 4. Revives weather stripping and rubber seals. Cracked or dry weather stripping around doors, windows, and the trunk can lead to leaks, wind noise, and costly water damage. Replacing seals can cost anywhere from $200 to $600. Instead, spray WD-40 onto a cloth and rub it along the rubber seals. It restores flexibility, prevents cracking, and keeps the rubber soft. This simple trick ensures your car stays watertight, quiet, and protected from interior mold. Plus, it makes doors close smoother, especially in cold weather when rubber tends to stick. For just a few cents worth of spray, you extend the life of rubber parts for years. But rubber isn't the only thing WD-40 saves. Wait until you hear how it can keep your tires looking like new. 5. Brings tires back to life. Tires can look dull and faded after exposure to sunlight and dirt. Professional tire shine costs $20 to $30 per application, but WD-40 does the same job for pennies. Spray a small amount onto a cloth, wipe down the sidewalls, not the tread, and your tires instantly regain a deep black shine. It not only improves appearance, but also helps protect rubber from drying and cracking. Unlike some harsh tire dressings, WD-40 penetrates in conditions. Over time, this prevents early tire aging, potentially saving you $500 to $1,000 on replacements. Just be sure to avoid spraying directly onto the tread for safety. Now let's move from looks to safety, because WD-40 can actually fix your brakes in one specific way. 6. Stops brake squeaks, but use carefully. Brake squeaks are annoying and often mistaken as signs you need expensive repairs. Mechanics sometimes charge $200 plus for a brake service. But if your pads are still good, WD-40 can silence harmless squeaks. Spray a tiny amount onto the back of the brake pad or the metal contact points, never directly on the disc or friction surface. This lubrication reduces vibration, the root cause of most squeaks. It's a quick DIY fix to save money, but remember, if brakes are worn, replace them immediately. Think of this as a trick for minor noise, not a permanent repair. Speaking of saving money, WD-40 can even rescue a failing ignition system. Here's how. 7. Protects spark plugs and ignition wires. Moisture in your ignition system can cause misfires, rough starts, and even a breakdown. Mechanics may charge $300 plus to diagnose and replace components, but WD-40 can prevent it. Spray around spark plug boots, ignition wires, and distributor caps to displace water and create a protective barrier. This keeps moisture from interfering with electrical connections, especially in rainy or snowy weather. If your car struggles to start on a damp morning, a quick WD-40 spray can be a lifesaver. It won't fix bad plugs, but it will keep good ones running reliably. Next up, one of my favorite tricks, WD-40 as a secret paint saver. 8. Removes stubborn tar. Bugs and sap professional paint correction costs $200 to $500, but WD-40 can safely remove tar, bugs, and tree sap that stick to your paint. Just spray the affected area, let it sit for a minute, then wipe clean with a soft cloth. Unlike harsh chemicals, WD-40 won't strip wax or clear coat when used sparingly. This trick prevents permanent paint damage and keeps your car looking fresh without costly detailing. For road trip bug splatters or summer sap, WD-40 is a quick fix that saves hours of scrubbing. But did you know it can also save you from a frozen car in winter? Let's talk about that. 9. Prevents car doors and locks from freezing. In freezing weather, doors and locks often get stuck, leading many people to force them and damage handles or seals. Replacing a broken handle can cost $200 or more. A simple spray of WD-40 inside the lock cylinder and along the door seals prevents ice from forming. It creates a thin, water-repellent film that keeps everything moving freely. This trick works especially well in extreme cold regions, where frozen locks are common. Instead of struggling every winter morning, a 30-second spray saves frustration and costly repairs. And finally, let's talk about one trick that could literally save your car's interior. 10. Removes stains and protects. Interior surfaces. Car interiors are expensive to repair. Stained fabric, sticky dashboards, or grimy vinyl can cost hundreds to fix. WD-40 doubles as a cleaner for stubborn stains like crayon marks, adhesive residue, or grease on carpets and upholstery. Spray lightly, blot with a cloth, and watch the stain lift. It also conditions vinyl and plastic, leaving a protective layer that resists dust. This simple trick can save you from costly upholstery cleaning or replacement. And the best part? It makes your interior look fresh without needing expensive detailing. And there you have it. 10 genius WD-40 tricks that can save you thousands in car repairs. From rust prevention to headlight restoration, this little can truly does it all. So next time you grab your WD-40, remember, it's not just a spray, it's your car's best friend. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to Car Care Nest, and share it with a friend who loves saving money on cars. Which of these WD-40 tricks will you try first? Let me know in the comments.